go ahead and open up a new document in Illustrator and follow along with me while I show this tutorial. You're going to go to the Type tool, and you can type anything you want. I'm just going to go ahead and type graphic design. I'm going to change that font to something a little bit more legible. So I'm going to go up to type at the top font so I can actually preview all the fonts. So let's see, what is this one? We'll go with this. Scale it to make it larger. Okay, so I'm starting with this font, graphic design. Right now it's a text. One of the things that you can do is this font I downloaded from an external website. So not all computers will have that font. So I want to make this font, if I open it up on another computer, I want to make sure I still have this image here. So I'm going to make it into a shape. So to do that, I can select the font, right click, and create outlines. So now it's no longer a shape or a font. It's now officially a shape. You can see all the points and paths there. So that's how you convert text to a object. I'm going to type this one more time, and I'm going to show you how to make a warp. So I'm going to scale that a little bit larger. Select my font. Up at the top, I'm going to go to Object, Envelope, Distort, and Make with Warp. I want to make my graphic design phrase into a different direction. So I'm going to go with Make with Warp. This pulls up my warp options. I can preview it to see what's going to happen, but I can warp it to be a vertical arc, or I'm sorry, a horizontal arc. Vertically, it'll go that way. I can bend it the opposite way, choose how much to bend it. I can bend it distorted. And I always have my preview on so I can see what's happening while I'm working. You can also look at the different styles. There's all of these different styles of warp that you can play around with. Notice, so I actually need to go back in to do that again. Notice that when you do the envelope with distort and you make a warp, selecting it, I have all of these options up here. So if I need to go back in and bend that a little bit less, I can bend that down. I can distort that down a little bit more. Bend it up, bend it down, etc. If I want to change the color of it, I notice I can't do that right now. I have to go up here. I'm in envelope, edit envelope. I need to edit contents, and that's the contents of the word. I can also go in and double click it to rewrite something else that you want to write. So you can write anything. Refix it and it'll go into that same warp. So that's warping. Again, notice how this is now, it's a warped font. I'm going to go ahead and create outlines on that font. Type, create outlines. And now it's a shape. Notice how it still looks like the original type. I can also go to Object, Expand to make it a little bit more specific to the actual piece. So that is creating outlines on type and creating a warp with type. The last thing I want to show you, and you've gone over this before, is if I make a path, you can also type on a path. You can type in within a shape. Those are all those type tools right in here. So you just want to make sure you know where these are and how to use them.